especially, guys, when he's getting...
And that replay sponsored by Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Scott, he'll go to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And he's good on the second. And here's Golden State. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
And he gets it to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
For Chicago, they won their last contest, that game against Houston.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
The offensive rebound, Curry. Great D that time from LeBron.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Irving, kicks it out to James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. James has got 5 points so far.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
And the basket by Curry.
Oh, what a sweet stroke from Curry on that one.
Black hole passes to Embiid, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game.
Black Hole's got his second bucket of the night.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
To the wing on the left, the 3, that's good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Kicks it to Barnes, and stolen by Irving. On up the court.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Here's Azili. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
On the wing, Irving. That's tipped. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last
South Cali, back it up, my call me loco. Down for don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at. Represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together, holding hands and holler mud life. We all been all black, it's like life. You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Heat in the kitchen, hot on the stove, water getting boiled. Being sold, Snoopy in the hookie, system overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them, bust till I burst them up, floss them up, toss them up, harder work, close them up. Pardon me, I'm bossing up, brace you up, bless you, bro, don't mess with us. We like the youth in the 80s, back to back, set a track, hit the lick, get it back, get the trick, jump the track. I want my money back, time and time again, while I'm sipping on this. Al Davis said it best, just win, baby, win.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Brandon Rush is checked in for Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Rush the pass to Green. A three-pointer is right on target. Green's got 7. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that?
About time for anyone telling you off for all your deeds. No sign the roaring thunder stopped and cold to read. No time. I get mine and make no excuses. Waste of precious breath. No time. The sun shines on everyone. Everyone love yourself to death. So you gotta fire up. You gotta let go. You never be loved. You gotta face up. You gotta get yours. You never know the top till you get too low. No lies, no deceiving, man is what he loves. I keep trying to conceive that death is from above. No time. I get mine and make no excuses, waste of precious breath. No time. The sun shines on everyone, everyone love yourself to death. So you gotta fire up. You gotta let go. You never be loved. You never wrong. You gotta face up. You gotta get yours. You never know the top till you get too low. Life isn't
Livingston kicks to
always
Green.
what you think it'd be. Turn your head for 1 second and the tables turn.
Pass to Livingston. Green with a screen on Irving. 6 to shoot. Livingston passes to Barbosa. And he's good on the 3-ball. Barbosa's got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game. Inside, Embiid. And he uses the glass on the left. And Chicago leads by 1.
Well, again, this lead just keeps going back and forth.
So you gotta fire up. You gotta let go. You never be loved. You never wrong. You gotta face up. You gotta get yours. You never know the top till you get too low.
Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
I won't bow down to no man. Not even if I need to ride to the next village. Not if I need to cross continents. Nor if
Looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. On that one, and so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
Yeah, and the officials on the floor will make the final determination after reviewing the footage from the NBA's replay center. And we can follow along. We see what they're seeing.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket. So no change, Clark, in the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
Well, it's been. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this Splash brother to let her rip.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Harrison Barnes is out there with Festus Ezeli, and it's Rush in at the 3. Oh, and there's the alley-oop and the dunk by James.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor. Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Thompson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No.
right. Yeah, he probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No.
12 months, 24/7, gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all, I'll give. They don't love us, they just love it, how we live. How we live. They don't love us, they just love it, how we live. How we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it, how we live. How we live. They don't love her, they just love her, how we live. thug and you was never found. What's that feeling? I'm the realest. All them nights I had to struggle trying to find some dinner. They don't really love me, they not really for me. When I die, is you gon' show up to the ceremony? I just bought a Bentley, just to bet you Christian Louboutin to make a switch religion. I'm not stupid, baby, but the mansion is. Me and Benji are related like we're relatives. I'm a brought the millions in. Go and get it, I'm the shit and don't need no laxative.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live it, how we live it. They don't love her, they just love her how we live.
They say in due time, but my watch broke. I know. It's a cold world, but we got coats. We grinding to make it. Yes. We shining, they hate. Yes. We board or we fall. Every diamond's a flake. Huh? I'm signed to the pavement. I'm crossing them over. I'm backing them down. Standing tall like a soldier. These players can't hold us. It's the winner's race. Eating with Ken and Ace at a table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight. What's the problem, baby? Raised out of Harlem, baby. What's driving my mama crazy? Crazy. They ain't trying to give it, so I gotta go get it. Harder than ever to
I
live.
get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live it, how we live it. They don't love her, they just love her how we live. Have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Yeah. I said have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Have faith a minute, put your faith in nobody. I done been around, halfway around the globe, probably still ain't met nobody that seem picture perfect. We all buy lies, depends on the purchase. You can't walk a mile in my shoes, cause I'm steady running like water can't break. Let's just buy a pregnant woman. So I had to earn life, road to the riches, wouldn't change it for the turnpike. I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, and they don't love her, they just love her how we live. How we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live it, how we live it. They don't love her, they just love her how we live. How we live.
Flames get down to just 10 points on the bucket from Thompson.
Let the games begin. Let the games begin.
I just go in whenever I feel like it.
Let the games,
Let's go.
let the games begin.
Yo, do the knowledge to the master builder. The new millennium, Hiram Abiff. Gotta watch what I say to you, so I code my station. Cause they really passed the statute of limitations. The streets still holler about how strong I am. I heard still holler about how wrong I am. As a little had me amazed how my steady hand kept it afloat. Let it sit, cool it hard and hit the set. Cool it heartless in front of the store projects. Long as I made a profit, I see you eyeing me. Your fire escape diary filled with pages pages of episodes of Shy and me. Non-believer, my hammer for hire. So close that your coat will catch fire. Dog, the stakes are dire. I'm no liar. Hold a court in the street beat, cause I got prize.
Same team, no game. Keep chicks that rather rock so trained. The corners got no shame. Trying to build these figures. Headquarters left, he ain't gone, he's still with us. Not in the physical, through us he live. I can see him with Big L, Pun, Pocket Big. Watching over the kid like yeah, shit, the wait's over. Blow out and take over, I'm the truth. Give you proof at your video shoot. Pull them on you while them cameras on you. How you love that? Don't wanna bump with stacks, so get head, dumb up. Make me call crumb up, it's the militia. Don't know about got me heated, frustrated about the blow. Me and Pan Rave got the gauge raising. Sick of talk about it, ain't on my wavelength.
United, we stand together. Down for whatever divided, we get at you from all angles. Gangstar forbid. NYG, same team, no game. Love is love, fam, one and the same. Funny style, act strange. Going against the grain. Don't wanna see us on top of our thing. We adapt to change. Fame, fortune, and material gain. Flow stay natural, unrestrained. Let me explain. Don't get it till you set it aflame. Subject them to pain. Make them respect the name that set you rep. Connect, you claim. Stay ready to steps ahead of competitors. They'll test your aim. Age stack. My foundation. With mine splat, not take the blame. Playing for keeps, we came to win.
Yo, I'm the Jerry Rice to this. Much too nice to quit. And just so you know, we never liked you, kid. Cause you ain't wanna let be. So I'ma convene with my team before we gotta let the speak. Cause nowadays, y'all rappers are carbon copies. Your bars are sloppy, still it's hard to stop me. Especially when I connect with my man. Rep with my fam, we taking back the rest of our land. And we don't really care if they say it. They're playing your hits, we about to make our way in this. And let's see if it give it last to the next season. In a flash, take out, give me the next reason. Flip for my people's hair, spit for my people's hair. Yeah, time to get rich with my people's hair. Cut off a snake's head, then we break bread. Same team, no games, you on the ground trying to fake dead.
Let the games begin.
De respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para ver los sitios y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo, tú y yo. Descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron, con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada. Vengo sin temor a no perder nada. Vengo como el niño que busca de su morada, la entrada al origen, la vuelta de su cruzada. Vengo a buscar la historia silenciada, la historia de una tierra saqueada. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida. Vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo con mis ideas como escudo, con el sentir humano, a vivir este mundo donde el hombre nuevo busca el contrapunto. Vengo humano, vengo como tú, en busca de la huella, de la pieza del árbol y de su corteza, que guarda en su memoria que el canto de victoria cuando vimos de la tierra lloramos con tal euforia. Ya abrimos así nuestros brazos tan encadilados y nos acurrucamos al origen de los tiempos, a la fuente del universo donde yace el sentimiento de vivir este comienzo. Vengo con la soca, con los ahogados, con la tierra en las manos. Venimos con el mundo y venimos con su canto. Vengo a construir un sueño, el brillo de la vida que habita en el hombre nuevo. Vengo buscando un ideal y un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros. Vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones. Vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida. Vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo.
Another one.
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry, and Steph, what has the problem been defensively?
We're a step late, I think, and they made tough shots. We can't take away from that, but for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
Steph, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game. Happy moment with 2K Sports. Getting it done is Black Hole.
And the thing I noticed in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
You've got Joel Embiid. Irving is out there with Black Hole. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's LeBron, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for David Blatt. Embiid, no good. Warriors trail by 20. Here's Curry. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12, 82% accuracy.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
LeBron drives in, can't hit from in close.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Here's Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And looking at Joel Embiid, he has all the tools to be the game's next great center. He's raw, no doubt about that. He'll have to overcome the injuries, but his combination of size, speed, agility, practically unparalleled.
Regarding Joel Embiid, what makes him even that much more unique as a young 7-footer, excellent shot mechanics and a feathery touch. In college at Kansas, he shot Greg 63% from the floor. Many of those were face-up jumpers.
And as the season wore on, he became money at the free throw line as well. Those are the kinds of unique attributes that make him an extra scary prospect. And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
On On its way from Curry for 2, and the Warriors miss again. Chicago leading by 20. It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Black Hole. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's 31 points for Black Hole.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Thompson against Green. There's the pick. 6 to shoot from downtown. And Thompson is good for 3. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Pushing it up. Curry with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Barnes got the ball.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Irving dishes to Embiid. Pass to Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is an elite company.
You know, he's got that it factor, no doubt about it. He causes excitement just by walking in the building.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, that's just what it is. You know, every level you reach, you're going to come against obstacles. And you have to combat those obstacles in order to move forward. It's almost like you're playing a video game.
Brandon Rush, you know what I mean? He's checked in for the Warriors.
The prize is your sanity. Word.
Ha! Come on with it.
Warriors trail by 20.
Come on with it.
Curry with it. He's got 21. Down low. Rush gets the bucket. Rush has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass?
And Thompson throws it down.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
More levels, more devils.
We've gone about 3.5
airing out
minutes
the
into the
stage
third
like
now.
a Neville. Brother, leave you. Dot on your face for
Curry
no
against
good
Irving.
reason at
Curry
all. We
kicks
in
to
a bad
Azili.
place.
Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Hip hop is separated
Azili's
by the
got
nice
10.
and the nice.
Boy, they are passing the ball very quickly right now.
What rap
They really
mine
are,
is
and
to
their
keep
last
the
3
mic
buckets
high.
have come by way of an assist.
Hot butter
They get
beans,
the rebound.
big sluggers move with me. It's a
Did a
gutter
really good
team.
job of
I love
choking
women
off
who
the
love
middle there once
know
he got
the boom
inside.
from the back. OG
And the
still can
basket
feel
by
a room
Curry.
when he rap. Mike
Curry's
Lesson in
got
the
6 in
recession
the
is
quarter.
food giving
Just a
back.
great
To
job of
occupy
attacking
labels that
on the
move,
break.
they didn't wax
Yeah, you know,
now.
exploding to
Hip-hop
the basket
on
like
primo
that, Greg,
track
just
to
as soon as
represent
that
hip-hop
ball is
from
going
where
the
we
other
go
way.
back.
That's exactly how you want to do it.
Not surprised at all. He's doing it well and scoring points in bunches.
Cause you know
To
what
the
we got to
inside.
do.
Stolen by Thompson. Down low. Here's Embiid. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow
Once I
down
bring it to you,
just
you won't
there.
be
The
safe.
pass
No,
was
I let
just
the beat
timed
keep breathing while I spit life to you heathens. You in the wrong
Curry
place
kicks to
to be
Azili.
real.
Baseline
Reasons.
try.
I
Again,
usually don't
Golden
spit
State.
corny
And
styles
the
like
crisp
that cause I'm
passing
too
has
seasoned.
opened
How you
things up for them
sending links trying to get on you
10 straight
stink.
points
Them
off
seasons
assists.
give
That's
up
very
what you
impressive,
think.
and it also
rapping if it's
makes
beef,
the
I hit
game
a break.
easy and
Put
fun
that
to
kind of paper on your head
LeBron
and make a
passes
lot
the
of
black hole.
blink.
And
Nothing.
Draymond Green picks up the
When you
foul.
rather keep it music
That'll be
than
his
to lose
second
it all
foul of the
cause of
game.
music.
Yeah, clearly,
So that's not
he
how
had an
Bam Bada
established
wanted us to
position there.
use it.
Yeah,
Now move
and I like
before
this call
lose it.
because
And
you
I'm in
want
it
the
for the
refs
long haul.
in that situation. If there's any
life
doubt,
is in a long haul.
err on the side of giving
My
the
life
benefit of the
rocking
doubt
mics,
to
I
the
raised
offensive
bar.
player. That should have been a block,
Phased them,
and it
dazed
was.
them, and blazed them
Another
all.
gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number.
Warriors trail by 20.
Cause you know what we got to do.
Curry kicks to Green.
Come on with it.
corners off the mark. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half.
Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
Real cinema, the feature's a top feature. Whose favorite MC is the Bronx teacher. Flows along around hooks so the words reach you. Joe Jackson on your mic where he takes you. Now beat it before I burst Tito.
Gets the bucket.
In your ego, it's front page news reading. My style is the Barker over beats like Travis, I bark 'em.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but
like
one
overflowing
of the
toilet
best
bowls.
contracts
The
in
game is a
basketball
mess.
this year and
Beef ain't
next.
really over
Probably
with. The
24
only way for me to
million
get
combined,
over
and you
it is to aim at your
he's due
chest.
for a
I rock
major
with a DJ
increase
who
in
sets
pay
the tone.
in
Plus
2017
in 212 and a microphone. And I don't stop rocking the beats. Keep rocking as long as the streets hear heat. They keep popping, keep popping.
Come on with it. Me and you getting it on.
There's the feed to Green. Back to Curry.
Come on with it. Cause
Green,
you know
the
what
screen.
we got to do.
Curry gets to Green.
Come on with it.
In the corner, Rush with it.
Getting it on. Don't even go there.
No good from outside.
Come on
The
with
shots
it.
just
Once I bring it to you,
say
you won't
no
be safe
in terms
nowhere.
of falling.
Word up. Salute to hip hop.
Thompson right side.
MCs and
Left side,
DJs.
Curry.
Culture strong
Back
as
to
ever.
Thompson. Tries
Bumpy
it from
knuckles.
9.
DJ Premier.
Shot no good. And
Salute.
Chicago will go the other way with the ball. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be just one game played a win from home for them.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Golden State moving it around. Back to Green. Poked loose.
Let's take him back.
And again, no good by Golden State.
You know, they're not
94.
totally dominating the glass, but they're
That's the preacher
doing
takes a
enough to
cold
keep
pick.
this lead
Fix
right
your
where it
coat,
is.
prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else
Curry
ain't
gets
up.
to Green.
As far as me, I'm still
Looking to
caught
get
up
it
in all
going.
Still
Here's
calling my
Buck.
expendables cause it's
the
hard to
jumper from the
believe I
corner
can
of the
fit
ball.
all of them boys in one.
Bush has got 4 points this quarter.
And the streets
You know,
start
he's always
trembling.
thinking,
It's way
that's
too
what I like
many
about him. Spotted the
things,
open man in the
too many
media.
witnesses.
James out of
Up
his
and down
shot
with their visions
and
of
gave
what
it
a
up.
street
He's been
is.
wayward,
I call it
just
the
off
seesaw syndrome.
about everything he's
Syndrome,
put up
maybe
in
you
this
make a
period.
mistake, you lose.
That's the
And
black
this is for
hole.
the real hip hop who would never, ever, ever ask me, am I here to replace
He gets it to
Guru?
Embiid.
That's how you feel up on this track?
Dunk to finish it off.
Try
Beauty.
on that. What you trying to rap
That
that?
two-hand box to slam.
Yo, Royce, we just laughing
I
in the
don't
studio,
think
you know,
there
doing
was
our thing.
anyone, and I
Bugging
mean
out,
anyone
you
that
know,
could've stopped him on that
little
one.
test
I'll tell
run.
you what, I'm glad
So,
they didn't try, 'cause somebody might have got
I
their
need you to
feelings hurt.
speak with your hands. On the count of 3.
Goaltending is going to be the call. So they're
Everybody now,
there anyway.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Rap game is
And
seen
the
acting
Warriors
fool.
with some changes.
Me and
Jason
Green,
Thompson
both names
checked
go
in
together.
for a
Lot of frontin' like
Barbosa
they
comes
ill
in for
word.
Thompson.
I think
And it's
it's
Livingston
time
in
to
for Curry.
move on to
Foul
the
call that
next
time on the
one.
way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
All right, a chance to look at stats for Black Hole. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. How about 44 points per? Over 4.5 steals and 12 rebounds. And he leads the way for them in the scoring department.
Always looking for a crease in the defense, poking, prodding, and manufacturing points.
Justice is Ely. He's jacked in for Jason Thompson.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by AC Green as he played in 11 and 92 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line?
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And with Iron Man streaks, it isn't just injury that can get you. It's scheduled days off and getting suspended games, too.
Yeah, just for reference, last season DeAndre Jordan was the active leader, played over 300 straight games as a player. He was a leader in the league, but he wasn't even a third of the way to Green's historic mark of consecutive games.
And Green gets it to go.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Pulls up, on post. Another one falls for Chicago. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Livingston dishes to Azili. And the rejection by Embiid. To the middle. But they'll get another chance. Outside Irving. Kicks it out to James. Here's Black Hole. He's got 39. Here's Embiid. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows what I mean. They are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it. They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Azili kicks to Rush. Off the mark there with a three-point shot.
One made three for the game. Does the focus closer in? Let's see.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
The signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
Golden State's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Livingston passes to Rush. He dishes it to Green. Shoots the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Feeds to Irving. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago.
Rich.
Black Hole passes to Thompson. Kicks it to Irving. 5 on the clock.
You ain't really trying to get rich.
Lets it fly from 18. Draymond Green pulls it in. The Warriors shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%.
You know what? His finishing ability is not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And that one's good. And it's now 23 points for Kyrie Irving.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here is Livingston, covered by Irving, and Thompson sends it back. Up the floor.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
You ain't really trying to get rich.
Here's Barbosa, got a piece of it.
You don't want it.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books.
Now you ain't got what it takes to do it like me. Get your head up in the game or you can sightsee. Waiting for a handout, this ain't that right.
And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day.
My dreams are lavish. Went from check to check to check the balance. I press, I bet you flop, you all.
And so here is Golden State setting the floor for the Warriors. Livingston is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Harrison Vaughn. Then there's Maurice Spates. And it's Thompson into the 4-man position. Schroeder up top. Here's Cowan, powered down with both hands.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Here's Clark. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And here's Schroeder. The pass to Foy. Dishes it to Smith. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I like this, Kevin. This is a lot better ball control from them as they really haven't had any turnover problems in a bit.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. Oh, and he's going up with the alley-oop here. It's Clark with the rebound.
And it's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg. Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Embiid, no good.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Livingston, no luck. Chicago's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Irving dishes to Thompson. Puts up the baby hook. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. Mission 2. They get Jason Thompson.
Complete domination. What a game for Thompson. He's got 13 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. He's doing all the things you can ask of a player in the low post.
Definitely. It's the blocks, the rebounds, you name it, he's done it. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. Can't do much better than that guy.
Loose and stolen by LeBron. And here they go. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Here is Livingston, covered by Irving. It's a floater. Ball's knocked loose for Chicago. They've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
To the middle, here's Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 25 points for Barnes.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Thompson in the post, started by Spates, and the shot goes in from Embiid.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you. And I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Livingston kicks to Thompson, and he banks in the lane.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
A bit under 3.5 minutes to pass here in the fourth. Black goal passes to Embiid, stolen by Thompson. Livingston dishes to Clark. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Chicago?
One of the things in this game has been how much of their scoring has come off turnovers.
Yeah, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Hardaway's checked in for Black Hole, and it's Jared Cunningham in for Kyrie Irving. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Here's Livingston, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
On the east side till I die.
Pass to Thompson.
Rocking that wine and gold till I die.
Here's Clark, guarded by Hardaway. Hardaway with the steal. The finish, rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
I was made for the game like Kyrie.
Another year now of the fantastic MLK Day matinee games. I mean, a great tradition at the NBA. Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he, man? Oh, man.
Does he ever?
The Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Inside, Hardaway with the steal. They're running, moving it up, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
And that is good.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out, even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range.
Livingston kicks to Spates. Here is Livingston. Spates sets a screen off the pick. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. It's LeBron with the drive. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
11 feet away. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Livingston's got 4 this quarter.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. The dish to Cunningham. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here is Livingston. He's covered by Thompson. Spates inside. Embiid's there.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. A rim rocker.
For a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Here's Cunningham, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. Makes it look fun and easy.
Clark, the pass to Barnes. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Chicago making a switch here. Brewers checked in. James Michael McAdoo's checked in for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Ian Clark. Outside Hardaway.
Well, we all know that number one overall picks are incredibly valuable. I mean, they can change the course and face of an entire franchise. Last season, the playoffs were full of teams that featured number one overall picks.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the foot.
A strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
And guys, teams with the number one overall pick tend to go very deep in the playoffs. Just the nature of how the NBA lottery and rebuilding structure works.
Yeah, and in the playoffs last season, every team in the conference semis but one had a number one overall pick on their roster. So that one team was the Grizzlies.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. It's tipped. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 42 in the game.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Hardaway. And he slams it one-handed. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever
Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Barbosa. He's got 17 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range. And Commissioner Silver taking a bold stance on sports betting. I mean, going in the last season, he wrote that op-ed piece saying that it needs to be legalized federally. And basically brought it to the light of day.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Here's Livingston. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham's gone a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. Here is Livingston. Chicago grabs the miss. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Barbosa. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Thompson right side. Pass to Brewer. Back to Thompson. Thompson is doubled. The feed now to Cunningham. And stolen by McAdoo. And now running up the court. Rush pushing it all the way. And he gets it to go. Livingston's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Chicago calls timeout. They're up by 42. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Black holes checked in for Chicago. 1:49 left in the game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Black holes got 47 points.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam guy. Fast as light.
Livingston kicks to McAdoo. Knocked away. Stolen by Thompson. And again, Chicago running the court in transition.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
You're right, see, it was a standout performance across the board. They were just
yeah, like watching a cat play with the mouse. Kevin, quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Thompson. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark's fourth back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury, just great to see him back playing basketball.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or two, but that's, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those
mentioned, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Nah, yo, look towards the light. Yo, what the? Yo, what is...
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tell us a bit about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was plenty of intensity on the floor.
We knew that today was going to have that type of feel. It's two teams that have the same aspirations, and that's winning the NBA championship. So it's a great game. It went down to the wire, and we gave our beautiful fans a great show today, and it was fun.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Tristan Thompson. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control.
What a special night for him offensively. Anytime you can get a player who's scoring up in the 40s, you know he was feeling it. And once he got rolling, his teammates were getting him the ball and just getting out his way.
The job he did down low was fantastic. That's right, fantastic. He had great understanding of the way the defense was set up in the paint. He had a ton of high percentage looks close to the bucket and converted every time. Nice game, real nice game.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
Yo, Prophet, ignorance is tired of you following them around. I'm putting it out right now. Animosity, despair, what's up? Get him!